Untitled Tarot Tribe. Welcome to the channel, Enlighten Me Tarot. My name is Rebecca, and today you are joining us to enlighten yourself on the September 2025 monthly readings. And as always, there are some planetary alignments and shifts that I would like to clue you in on, because they're going to be very pivotal to your reading that you're about to watch. I suggest to stay here for this information, but there is a timestamp below if you want to skip ahead to your reading, okay? First and foremost, I want to mention that with September, this starts eclipse season. Yes, we will have 2 eclipses in the month of September. We will have a lunar eclipse in the beginning of September on the 7th. We will have a solar eclipse during the 21st of September as well. So get ready, okay? With the readings I've already done, the solar eclipse is a very pivotal moment for many of you, okay? And I'm about to explain that in just a minute. We have these energies taking place in Pisces and Virgo. You know, during the eclipse energy, this is a north node pool and a south node pool, right? So at this time, it's very prevalent for natural disasters, especially in water, to really come about. So be very careful during this time, especially we have, you know, hurricane season here for many of us in the US, where there's going to be some dramatic turn in the weather, okay, and the rainfall. So be very aware of that. I'm looking at my notes here. I also want to clue you in that, you know, in this energy of Pisces and Virgo, we're going to see between the next 6 to 12 months, because eclipses can push their energy for the next 6 to 12 months. And we will see shifts, right, in our medical field. We will see shifts in hospital settings. There will be closing of hospitals. There will be unemployment of nurses and administrative staff due to hospitals closing. I have already seen where nursing homes are sending letters to loved ones letting them know they are closing due to no longer having federal funding, and you will have to make arrangements for your loved one to be moved. So, you know, and though this is taking place more prevalent in the hospital and the medical field, it does not mean that it won't happen in other fields. So that will just be the most prevalent. But we will see possibly a very high rate of unemployment in the next 6 to 12 months. Okay, prepare. I'm going to tell you that right now. Then let's talk about the eclipses for a little bit. The lunar eclipse on the 7th in the north nodes. This is all about bringing in your rewards. Your rewards for all the work that you've already done, that you've put in, being recognized, the accolades that are coming through for you. And then we have the solar eclipse on the 21st, which is all about new beginnings and opening up to the new. So between the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse, you'll be transitioning out of something and moving into something new, with the lunar energy supporting that new beginning and blessing. However, we do have 2 Virgo moons, right? 2 Virgo new moons. And this is all about certainty, organization, making sure that the decisions that you're making going forward, that this is truly what you want. Be certain, prepare, organize. You have the ability to choose again, but should you choose this particular path, you're going to be on this path for some time. Okay. Also want to mention Saturn is returning to Pisces, which is really good for your karma. This is the time where many of us will get a new slate of karma, letting go and releasing the old karma. Okay, you're starting again with your karmic energies. All right, so there you have it, the information that you need to know for your planets and what is coming up for eclipses and moons in the month of September. Also, please be aware again, if you cannot afford a personal reading, because I do personal readings, my address to reach out to me is in the description box below. I will not solicit you for a reading. Please don't pay anyone on WhatsApp because I don't do any of that. If you don't email me directly, I won't email you. So email me if you want a personal reading, but if you cannot afford a personal reading, I will do live Q&A sessions. You're allowed to ask one question as long as you make a donation to the channel, okay? We just had one this last Wednesday. My next reading will be, I believe, on September the 3rd. At 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yes, September the 3rd, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm on for 1 hour, so try to get in as quickly as you can to answer your question. Okay, all proceeds go back to the channel for cards, decorations, video, and so forth. Also, please remember these are general readings. They cannot and will not resonate with everyone. Take what fits, leave what doesn't. We'll be pulling a 4-week spread. So we'll pull 3 cards for each week. We'll clarify, and then we'll pull an oracle from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. I'm excited for this month of September. I'm excited to see what the solar eclipse holds for you. I hope you're excited too. So stay with us for your reading. Hello, my beautiful tarot tribe. Welcome to the channel. Let's get started with your monthly reading of September 2025. I will start by pulling a weekly spread. We're going to do weeks 1 through 4 for September with this beautiful deck here. Then we will clarify at the end of the reading. I will pull an oracle from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. All right, if you did not watch the intro, I would ask you to please go back and do that because we have some really interesting news to share about 2 new moons in Virgo these past month, and then we have 2 eclipses that are happening as well. In September, there's going to be a pivot in our energies by the time we get to week 3. So really want to encourage you to watch that. Also, these are general readings. They cannot and will not resonate with everyone. Take what fits, leave what doesn't. Okay, and feel free to flip the energies as well. Okay. So let's get rocking and rolling for you, my Scorpios. Oops. All right. Forgot my trieds and true. All right. Angel, spirits, and guides, clarity and guidance for my beautiful sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the energy received during the first week of September 2025? First week of September 2025. You guys, I have my fan on here because hot flashes have been killing me this week. I don't know what is up, but when they come, they're just here to stay for a good little while. Okay, week 2, please. Week 2. Week 3. Week 3 for my Scorpios, please. And closing the month. Week 4. Week 4, please. All right, at the bottom of the deck and the overall energies. All right, we have the Knight of Coral, equivalent to the Knight of Wands. We have the Strength card, Leo energy. We have the Queen of Spears, and we have the 10 of Spears. Oh my. Oh my. There's something here that's a little tempting to you with the Knight of Coral and the Strength card. You are doing your very, very best to show restraint and not to move in an energy that is just spontaneous, right? Because whatever this was with the Queen of Swords and the 10 of Swords, whatever energy you had with this Queen of Swords, this is someone who's very rigid, who requires a certain type of behavior. This was over with the 10 of Swords. Now, they may be coming back around and offering something which is, you know, kind of lusty in order to get your attention, but you're trying to show restraint here. Okay. Trying. Some of you succeed, some of you may not. Don't know. Take it as it resonates. Okay. Week 1, we have Temperance card, Sagittarian energy. We have the Knight of Treasure, which is the Knight of Pentacles. And then we have the 5 of Spears. You know, you've given this some time, you've given this some effort, you've given this some thought, and time again, this has turned out to be pretty much a, how do I put this? A game of wit with this person. Somebody's always out trying to outdo somebody else, and, you know, somebody can be manipulative type of energy here as well. But you've given this time and you're continuing to give it your time. You may not be putting a lot of effort in it, but you are giving it attention with that Temperance card. Though I feel you know it's not the best thing for you to do. Let's clarify the Temperance card. Sagittarian energy, please. Clarify the Temperance card, Sagittarian energy. We have the Hangman, yep. We have the Magician, and we have the 2 of Wands. You really wish things could be very different. You're trying to see things in a different light. But at this point, because you're giving it your time, your energy, well, not your energy, but you are giving it time, right? You're giving it kind of seeing how the shoe fits. But Yeah. Not really making a decision, not choosing a path, just kind of simmering with the energies. Yeah, there it is. The Sun and the Five of Swords again. There's a lot of tit for tat energy, a lot of manipulative energies with this connection and this person. Let's clarify the Five of Spirits, please. Clarify the Five of Spirits, which is probably why it ended the first time. Clarify the Five of Spirits. Clarify the Five of Spirits for my Scorpios. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, you put effort into this the first time, and either you were breadcrumbed. I feel like it's you that was breadcrumbed. They didn't put a lot of effort into this. Things moved very, very quickly, or they pushed things along very, very quickly. And in doing so, they were able to overcome all of your barriers and boundaries that you had created. There's that Three of Cups. Yep, it's very possible a reconciliation with this person is on the horizon. We have the Four of Coral, which is the Four of Wands. We have the Eight of Coral, which is the Eight of Wands. And we have the Seven of Spears, which is the Seven of Swords. Yeah, so I do feel there's a lot of communication about bringing this back into balance, bringing this back into union. However, someone is still the same unauthentic, manipulative, cheating, avoidant person that they have always been. So please don't think this person is going to change overnight. They're not. They're not even changing after a month, a year. They are who they are. All right, let's clarify the Seven of Spears. Clarify the Seven of Spears. Clarify the Seven of Spears, please, for my Scorpios. Wow. Same cards keep popping up for this person. All right. We have the Seven of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. This person is all about the confusion, the manipulation, and leaving you out in the cold, which to me is more of this person likes to gaslight. Okay, if you don't know the term gaslighting, look it up. There's lots of videos about someone who gaslights. They come in with all these proclamations of love and showing you it's going to be great and beautiful, and they'll do it for just a minute, and then boom, they will drop you on your hiney. And that's this person's MO. That's exactly what they're doing here. Yep. Eight of Coral, Eight of Wands, Eight of Coral here. Yeah. They're looking to recover this with the Ten of Swords and the Death card. They want to rekindle this. It's a game it's an ego trip for them, knowing they can pull someone back in after they've already kicked them out. Let's clarify the Eight of Coral. Clarify the Eight of Coral, please. Yeah. Clarify the Eight of Clarify the Eight of Coral. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Page of Cups. And we have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, they're only gonna, you know, they bring very little with the Page of Cups to the table, but with promises of big endings. And you're gonna come right back to this anxiety, you know, stress, dark shadow energy, and heartbreak. It's just a road that leads right back to where you were. Yep, there you are. They'll have you, you know, they're very good at making you self-doubt, right? Making you question your own intentions. All right, week 3, we have the King of Spears, the equivalent to the King of Swords. We have the Seven of Treasure, the Seven of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Treasure, which is the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, in week 3, I really feel like, again, there you are, pruning, trying to, you know, work on something that has already failed in the past. They're going to make it seem as if you're really getting, you know, this beautiful, lovely Nine of Pentacles energy. You know, they have all of these accolades when they really have nothing to bring to the table, right? Let's clarify. Let's clarify the Nine of Treasure, the Nine of Pentacles. They're going to pour it on thick, so get ready. The Nine of Treasure for week 3 for my Scorpios. We have the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, come with me. We can have this beautiful, great union. But guess what? I'm bringing all of this baggage along with me for you to take care of. I'm a great catch, but I come with all this baggage. So get ready. Here it is, the Page of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. Just restarting, the hope to restart all that drama that you thought you got away from. Let's see, the King of Spears. Clarify the King of Spears. Clarify the King of Spears. Clarify the King of Spears. 2 more for the King of Spears. King of Spears is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the 8 of Swords, and the Moon card. See, you think the King of Swords is a very logical energy. They're strategizing. It's feeling as though someone is coming with the truth, right? Someone is presenting in true honesty and clarity. However, this truth is only truth enough to bind you, to keep you there, okay? But there are still secrets. Lots of secrets that you are not aware of, my friend. Lots of secrets. Yeah, this person could be a mother with the Empress energy. She could have children. She could be wanting to bear your child, or could be saying that she's pregnant with your child. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this woman is looking to lock you down, Scorpio. So beware. Beware, because they will drop you. All right. Week 4, the Knight of Spears, which is the Knight of Swords. We have the Tower. Yeah, well, we knew that was coming. And then we have the Emperor. Okay. So something happens here really unexpectedly, rather quickly here. And someone is taking charge and control of that energy. Let's clarify the Tower. What is the Tower energy here for my Scorpios? What is the Tower energy? 2 more for the Tower. Last card for the Tower. We have the 6 of Wands, the the King of Wands, and the 9 of Cups. Yeah, someone really thinks that they won. They're gonna, the 6 of Cups and the 9 of Cups, they're feeling like, hey, yeah, I got this on lock. I know what I'm doing. But then the King of Wands energy comes in. They're like, no. Let's check this here. This is not what you think it is, right? Because I have ulterior motives, and there's the World card. Closing out a chapter, closing out a cycle. It's almost as if you went through all of this just to be sure, again, Virgo energy, to be certain that you wanted nothing to do with this again, that you did not want to get trapped up in this energy again. And that's where I see you pull the rug out from under this person. You're like, psych, nope, not happening. Let's see, let's clarify the Emperor energy. This is harsh. Clarify the Emperor energy. Not harsh, but I mean, this person is not used to that, that's for sure. Clarify the Emperor energy. Clarify the Emperor energy. We have the 5 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. They're like, hold on, wait a minute. I am single, ready to mingle. I'm not up for all this drama, this chaos. I'm all about the love with the Queen of Cups. I'm all about the nurturing. I'm not about the drama. Take that somewhere else, because I am an emperor. I don't deal with the minor bullshit BS. Take that somewhere else. Yeah, you really pulled the rug out from under them by the end of the month. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles and the Judgment card. Took you a while to really make a determination, a decision here, but you want your happiness. There you are, moving forward alone, stepping away from the devil, which is the toxic energy this person can bring to the table. Yep, there you are, walking away. Deuces. And there's that Strength card again, twice. You resisted the temptation. Oh, I love it. Good job, Scorpio. Good job. All right. This person got a taste or a dose of their own medicine. All right. Let's close out your reading with the Queen of the Moon Oracle. All right. Queen of the Moon Oracle. Angel, spirits, and guides. Clarity and guidance. Closing this reading for my beautiful Scorpios. What do we have to close a reading for Scorpio? My Scorpios, you have last quarter moon gratitude, card number 23. All right, let's read from the book. I gotta find it. I'm so sorry. Okay. Be where you are and be thankful. There is always something to be grateful for, no matter your suffering. Gratitude raises a lower vibration. Gratitude raises a lower vibration to a higher one. Do not allow yourself to be surrounded by too many negative people. Life is conspiring for you. Say, I joyfully turn my attention to what I am grateful for. As we enter the last quarter moon on the lunar cycle, the energies begin to turn towards surrender and release, to let go of what we no longer need. And it behooves us to pay attention to what we have right now, both positive and negative. All right? Yeah, you don't need this negative drama, that's for sure. So there you have it, my beautiful Scorpios. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please give it a big thumbs up. Leave me any comments below. If you're not part of the Tarot Tribe, hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell. It has been my pleasure, and we'll chat again real soon. Bye for now.